Weekend and Holy Saturday, it's also a time for Australian Muslims to send a message of peace and unity. There's a huge 3-day convention on in Marsden Park where members of the Muslim community and all Australians gather together to reject terrorism, promote unity, reaffirm their commitment to peace and generally just embrace the idea of the community. And one person who's passionate about this is Imam Hadi. He joins us on the line. And to you, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Weekend Show.
Wa alaikum assalam. May peace be upon you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, look, this is a huge event within not just the Muslim community, but anybody that's wanted to find out more about what happens inside a mosque and the messages of Islam.
Absolutely. It's an absolutely massive event that is the calendar event of our community that happens once a year, and it's completely open to the public, we welcome anyone and everyone who would want to come. It's a perfect way for anyone who has any questions regarding Islam or anything in particular that they would like to find out. They can come and sit through the sessions, listen to the various speeches regarding peace and the promotion of peace and how one can also attain inner peace. And it's also a wonderful way to catch up with people, make new friends. So it's definitely a time of the year that most of the members of our community look forward to. I
always find the notion of an open day at the mosque quite ironical, and the mosques are always open. That's the case, isn't it?
Absolutely. Our mosques around Australia are open every day of the week throughout the year, and anyone's welcome throughout the year at any time. But specifically for this event, it's targeted towards bringing people from all over Australia. So we have around about more than 3,000 delegates attending this year, many who've also come from overseas, from places like Malaysia. We've got a special guest, the Grand Imam of Ireland, coming also. I think it's a unique event to see people coming together in an effort to promote peace and understanding. So it's definitely a unique time of the year to attend the mosque here in Marsden Park.
It is in Marsden Park. For many people who may not have been to a mosque before, they might be uncertain of just how to approach walking in, for example. What's your advice there?
Well, I'll be quite frank. I think anyone who would walk in would be very warmly welcomed. And even yesterday, we had a reporter from 7 News Sydney, and he was saying the same thing. He was surprised at how welcome he was made to feel. I know there might be this initial apprehension, not knowing where to go or if they would be welcomed, but I assure you, as soon as you enter the gates, there are a number of banners welcoming you inside, and of course the atmosphere is absolutely electric. There's a lot of love and compassion going around, and I'm sure anyone who would come would be pleasantly surprised.
I know on the day of the horrible events of Christchurch, my partner and I went out to the Lakemba Mosque and were amazed at the expressions of humanity when you would have expected anger, but the expressions of humanity were rife through the air.
Absolutely. We're close friends with the members of the Lakemba Mosque, and I think this was something you would witness in mosques all over the world. It was wonderful to see. Of course, the incident that took place in Christchurch was absolutely devastating. But having said that, we saw a lot of positivity come out of it, in which we saw a lot of compassion being shown to the Muslim community. I attended a number of vigils across the NSW and also ACT, and it was incredible to see the love that was shown by Muslim Australians in general, and of course the patience that was shown by Muslims all over Australia and New Zealand and across the world is also something I think, which was wonderful to see. And I think that right now, in this day and age, this is something which is incredibly important for us to show as much compassion and tolerance and love to one another as possible, and to target and tackle the hate or divisive rhetoric that we sometimes see with love and compassion.
You said in an interview just after the Christchurch interview, it doesn't matter what faith, race or background you're from, we bleed the same blood and we need to start understanding that and move forward.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the worldwide head of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community as well, after the events that took place in Christchurch, he also commended the government over in New Zealand, more particularly the Prime Minister, and said that we could all learn a lesson from the leadership that she has shown. More particularly, Muslim leaders can learn a lesson from her as well. And I think it was just a practical example of how we can definitely tackle the divisive rhetoric that we sometimes see. Sometimes we get bogged down with thinking that maybe it's with the way things are and how fast-paced things are, it's very difficult to change the way things are running. But I think after Christchurch, we saw a beacon of light coming from New Zealand where love was adopted, and through love we were able to see understanding and communities coming together even more than before.
And hopefully that beacon will continue to shine at 45 Hollandsworth Road. Go to the website because there are times you can turn up. There's also a meal after each one of the services. And text 172 says, are women welcome at the mosques?
Absolutely. I would like to cordially invite any women who would wish to come and visit the mosque. Of course, during the year they can come at any time, but specifically I think they would be wonderfully welcomed and very, very pleasantly surprised if they came to the event over the next 2 days. The event has women organizing their own, you can say, events and everything. And we have a whole volunteer structure which is very incredible to see. So I think anyone who would like to attend, I would definitely say they should do so and see for themselves the incredible workforce we have of women here welcoming guests and looking after people. And also they have their own sessions as well, where they're also talking about the promotion of peace and justice and inclusivity.
Imam Hadi, probably the best session to go to is at 3:30 this afternoon. That's followed by a complimentary dinner after 6 o'clock. But for joining us on the Weekend Show, thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
There is Imam Hadi. If you'd like to go along to the open day, it is at the Baitul Khuda Mosque, which is on 45 Hollandsworth Road, Marsden Park.